Greetings everybody! I did film a different video for today, but then my Abominable Book Club box just arrived on this day of Saturday that I'm posting the video. So of course I sprung out of bed, or well, I sort of nudged my husband and he sprung out of bed to get my parcel for me because he's very kind and I was a little bit dead. Then I made a cup of tea. This is literally the first thing I'm doing in my day because I'm super excited. So for those of you who are not aware, the Abominable Book Club is a book subscription service, a monthly book subscription service. There are a couple of available packages. It's always horror and sometimes thriller books, but mostly horror. And they they deliver once a month, and I have the full guts package, which means I get extra goodies in the box as well as the books, but there's also the bare bones package. If you don't want the extra goodies and you just want the books, it'll be the same books. So the way they work is you get a new release, sometimes an advanced release. I learned in the UK anyway. I know that we got Black Sheep early through Abominable. I didn't realise that until I spoke to Rachel Harrison, the author. And we'll get a new-ish book, or we'll get one hardback, some kind of special edition, and then we always also get a secondhand book which is wrapped up again, which is super fun. I really enjoy the full guts package because I like the extra little goodies, and I like to grow my collection of coffee bags and things. So I don't drink coffee that much, but I do enjoy them. But anyway, you'll see what I mean as we get into the box. So I'm going to open it. And Editing Kaylee just cutting in to tell you that Happy Goat Gaming is now live. There will be a link for it in the description. A few people have messaged me asking me where it is, because if you type it in you can't find it on YouTube at the moment. So link for that in the description. We will be carrying on our Silent Hill 2 playthrough there. Thank you, Bleat. Securely packaged. God damn. Okay, I'm in and it's unpackaged. So let's go in with bookmarks first. There are always bookmarks. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so first of all, right, hang on, that goes with that. Right. Okay, so we have got our monthly Abominable Book Club bookmark. We always get one of these, and on the back there is a little microfiction horror story. So as I always say, it's a little extra story for your box of stories. Love those. Quite the collection I'm building now. And then, oh, what's this one? Okay. We also have this bookmark. I don't know if this is just a scary picture or if this pertains to something. If anyone knows, let me know. But spooky, scary hands coming at someone or coming behind someone as they watch a screen. And then on the back, we've got a bloody screen. So maybe this guy bit the dust. And I am very excited to show you this. This is a Secret Lives of the Dead by Tim Lebon bookmark. This is Tim's new book. I think it's coming out in August or September. I'll have to double check. But I have read it because Tim's very kind to me, and I got an advance copy of the book and I read it and it's really good, and I am going to be making a dedicated book review on it, and I'm really excited. And now I have a cool little bookmark to go with it. This bookmark shows the cover art from the book and it's really good. It's a spooky cover. Okay, next for the extra goodies type of stuff, we have a little cute little circusy looking bag of hot drinks. Now, I'm always very excited about my Galaxy hot chocolate, and that's how I always refer to it, is my Galaxy hot chocolate, because there's always one in here. But there will be coffee and tea bags. Okay. Alrighty, so we have, let's do the coffee first. So we have a Lion's coffee bag, a Nescafe. This will be like a cappuccino sachet, I think. I had one the other day. I hadn't had one in quite a while and it was delicious. We have a fruity tea. So this is a Super Berries fruity tea. I usually give these to my mum. I've got a little stash building up for you now, Mum. I haven't given them to you in a couple of months. I might actually try this one though, Super Berries. And then a good old classic Yorkshire tea, my chosen brand of tea. And the Galaxy hot chocolate, which I will be having, maybe not immediately after doing this box because it's the morning and hot chocolate doesn't seem like a morning drink to me, but definitely later on tonight. Okay, there is also always a snack. And this snack I have not seen in these boxes before. This is pina colada gummies. Do you like pina colada? It says non-alcoholic, palm oil free for those who are concerned about palm oil, natural colours, and it's by Ask Mummy and Daddy Gourmet Confectionery. I don't want to try one right now because it is the morning and I'm having my morning first cup of tea here. It doesn't scream morning to me, but I will say, of all the snacks Abominable have ever sent, I think I've been subscribed to this box for, it must be a year by now, somewhere around there if not, and I have only ever not liked 2 of the snacks, and everything else I have found absolutely delicious. So I've either absolutely loved them or on very rare occasions the snacks haven't been for me. I like gummy sweets, so I'm assuming that these are going to be delicious. What do you guys like to eat and drink in the morning time? Because I can't do coffee first thing in the morning because it makes me feel sick. It has to be a cup of tea for me. But I can pretty much eat anything. I have been known to eat like leftover bolognese and pasta and stuff for breakfast. Which is why I'm not super skinny, but who can be when cake exists, you know? Okay, there's also always a little extra item in the box if you have the Full Guts package, and I'm super delighted because this month's cute little item is a little reading ghost pin badge. That's so cute. I really like this brand. They usually, whenever they have pin badges, it's usually this brand, Abracadabra. Very clever. Abracadabra Apparel it's from, but oh god, that's so cute, so cute. I love it, I love it. I think that is possibly my favourite pin badge that they've ever included, one of my favourite little extra items. I love little ghosts. For someone who doesn't seek out like ghost books very often, I'm much more into, if I'm going supernatural, I'm much more into something that's a bit weirder than it was a ghost. But I love cute little ghost images, like this look for a ghost for some reason. I've got lots of stuff around my house like that. Okay, so les books. I'm very excited because I've been meaning to read Nat Cassidy for quite some time, and we have Nat Cassidy's When the Wolf Comes Home, and we also have a lovely little signed book plate from Nat to go with it. I have seen everyone talking about Nat Cassidy for at least the last 6 months. I've seen Nat's name coming up in book groups that I'm in. I've seen posts on Instagram and recommendations from other book review sites and blogs and stuff. I read quite a lot of book review blogs. I have a massive list of them. I'm always behind on all of my YouTube watching and all of my blog reading because I follow so many people now. But yes, Nat Cassidy has come up over and over again. So shall we have a little look at what it's about? Let me show you the cover a little bit more. We've got a lovely scary wolf there. Very beautiful, very majestic, very demure. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh, and the blurbs, oh my goodness, blurbs by Grady Hendrix, Rachel Harrison, Christopher Golden and Nick Cutter. So that is an all-star of the lineup if you're going to get blurbs. Okay, so the synopsis says, one night Jess, a struggling actress, finds a 5-year-old runaway hiding in the bushes outside her apartment. After a violent, bloody encounter with the boy's father, she and the boy find themselves running for their lives. As they attempt to evade the boy's increasingly desperate father, horrifying incidents of butchery follow them. At first, Jess thinks she understands what they're up against, but she's about to learn there's more to these surreal and grisly events than she could have ever imagined. And that's when the wolf finally comes home. Oh, wait, sorry. And that when the wolf finally comes home, none will be spared. Oh, I think sounds pretty good. I don't know if the wolf is a metaphor or if we're talking like a werewolf or something here, but I don't care, I'm in. This is a lovely length book. It's about 400 pages, beautifully presented, and I'm there. Oh, there's a content warning in the front. Should we have a little look at that? Let's have a look. This is a couple of paragraphs. Okay, so the heads up for this book, and feel free to skip ahead about 30 seconds if you don't want the heads up for the book. That says this book contains graphic depictions and or discussions of murder, gore, dismemberment, needle trauma, bloodborne diseases, spiders, insects, suicidal ideations, abuse, grief, alcoholism, parent death, child trauma, child endangerment, and a whole lot more. It borrows a few tropes from fairy tales. Happy endings isn't one of them. Hey, so lots of warnings there, content warnings for those who need them. I don't generally look at content warnings unless there is something specific I really don't want to read, a subject matter or something, and then I will look up the book first just to see. On doesthedogdie.com, that's a good place to go if you want to check things like that. But yeah, generally I consider content warnings like spoilers, but I am glad that they're included for stuff like that. I do usually like to know about animal stuff. Okay, the next book, oh man, I'm definitely going to mispronounce this author's name and I feel like crapola for it. Okay, this is a finalist for the 2024 National Book Award. It's called Ghost Roots by, I want to say, Pemi Aguda. I'm so sorry. If anyone can phonetically put that in the description for me, I would be awfully grateful, so I don't make an idiot of myself when I eventually review it. Lots of blurbs from the Daily Mail, Financial Times, New York Times, Book Review. Okay, so shortlisted for the Kane Prize for African Writing, finalist for the PEN Faulkner Award for Fiction, finalist for the Los Angeles Times Book Prize. Okay, so a win. Oh, well, no, not a win, but a finalist in many, many book awards, so people must have been absolutely loving this. Let's see if we can find the synopsis. I cannot find the synopsis, so it's a mystery book. Let me know if you've already read this. I'm sure many people must have for it to have this many award nominations. I would love to know, without spoilers, but let me know if this is horror or if it's adjacent to horror in some way or in some sort of other genre. But it looks, I mean, the cover's kind of cool. I'm not sure if it's creepy or just cute and arty. I can't tell. So let me know if you have any more info about this book. All right, it's the Secondhand book now, and I always guess that it's either going to be a Dean Koontz or a Stephen King book because those are the most easily findable secondhand because of the abundance of work they've put out and everything. I have been wrong the last few times. However, this is a very thick book, and I'm going to guess that it's Stephen King because of that, and I'm going to guess that it's something like Dreamcatcher. That's my guess. I think it's Dreamcatcher, and I say that because I have been putting copies of Dreamcatcher in the charity shop and then just getting them back in various ways recently. Oh, it's not Dreamcatcher, but it is Stephen King. What is it? Oh, is this Sleeping Beauties? That's my guess from this bit that I've unwrapped so far. Oh no, it's Lisey's Story. Okay, so I'm going to add this to my collection of Stephen King books that I'm giving away because I have read and own a copy of every Stephen King book, and most of the books in my collection were given to me by my mum, who has been buying them since Carrie came out. So she very kindly donated all of her lovely hardback editions that she was collecting over the years to me. So I no longer keep Stephen King paperbacks unless I didn't have one from my mum to replace it with yet. So it's nothing against the story, but I've read it, I have a copy of it, and it's going to go in my little couple of bags of Stephen King books I've got. I did put a post on Facebook. Happy Goat Horror has a Facebook page if you're interested, and that's where occasionally I'll put something about a giveaway. I haven't done one for a while, but I did put a huge list of books, secondhand books that I wanted to get rid of, and most of them are Stephen King's. I did have somebody that said they were interested in getting them, but that was about a month ago now, so I don't think that they want them anymore. So I'm going to relist the ones I still have available, and that will be in there. So if you're interested, go over to Happy Goat Horror on Facebook and just keep an eye out for that post. I'll probably put that up over the weekend. just the sad time where I've come to the end of the unboxing. It's always so much fun. I really enjoy unwrapping gifts like a child. I'm very happy with the the secondhand books. Obviously that's a gamble. That's a gamble part of the box for me, because you know, knowing that Stephen King is very often the secondhand book, and I have all of the Stephen King, that's not on Abominable. That's, you know, it's a lottery. But for the newer books, I'm really delighted, because I've never read this author before. I've never heard of this book, and Nat Cassidy has been on my list forever and ever, so I can't wait to get to that. And the book looks great, and I really like the cover. I am now 70 books into my Read What You Own challenge. I've got 30 to go. I am absolutely determined to get to the end of this challenge by the end of July, which is probably not doable because we're talking 30 books in a little over a month. Although I did last year read, I think it was 63 books in 1 month, but I broke my brain and my eyes. My eyes suffered for that, according to the optician. I probably would never do something like that again, but yes, I'm ploughing through my Read What You Own challenge now, and so I will be able to get to these soon, hopefully. That's all for today's video. I will see you tomorrow with a very long anticipated author interview, and so the author that I'm speaking with today, and that video will go up tomorrow, I don't want to say who it is, but I don't know when we first talked about doing this interview. It was months ago, and fate has just kept us apart. Every time we've had something scheduled, something has come up on one of our ends, or like I've messed up the time difference because they're not in the UK and I confuse things. Various times we've had to cancel and reschedule on each other, and today is the day, I'm sure. But in the event that something happens and I don't get to speak to this author today, I do have a video lined up like as a backup for tomorrow, but it won't be an interview, so who knows, a little video roulette for you there. I will see you next time. Bleed.